Bringing a watch, strong in when he come in the slot, trying to bend it.
places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 5.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They just have it straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Rodgers now to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeForest Buckner coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Elliott running right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to get up on the run and shut them down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers got a man. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Succop's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Adams.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers' 47-yard line.
Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Rodgers on 3rd down. A pass underneath for Fournette. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott. 62 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Buccaneers 3.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down and 8. Rodgers going to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Now Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Evans has it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
What we got? Mike's 42. Mike's 42. You got this.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Rodgers again now. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mike 42. Mike 42.
Now it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down 14-11, 54 seconds to go. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Clock now under 30 ticks and running. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
To throw is Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though
sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 7 yards to pick up there. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 40 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. The Chiefs 37.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Field goal. Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Chiefs 14, Cowboys 3.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Boy, I know you felt that
Now
one.
a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes to throw once more. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 4.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Tyreek Hill set to return it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Micah Parsons.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Mahomes' throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Second and 5. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Touchdown at Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be a 2nd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line.
Mahomes to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Mecole Hardman
63 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This is Tony Pollard. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 21-17. A little over 80 ticks to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
Prescott. That's complete to Lamb.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Here's Prescott.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw is Mahomes.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.